Normally I wouldn't, but my stew's not ready yet.
Another cake? Hey, Emmett, need a snack?
Oh, they better be really nutritious.
Some sort of algae cake. It's supposed to be nutritious.
Desperately. What is it? Oh, I've heard of these. Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day. Poor guy was gunned down just a few years later.
Why? Emmett? Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
Now, Mr. Corleone, what can I do for you? Now, Mr. Callahan, what can I do for you? Now, Mr. Crockett, what can I do for you?
Can I talk to Emmett? It's kind of important.
It'll have to wait until later. Emmett's got a lot to do before the expo opens. Isn't that right, darling?
You know it, Schnookums.
Schnookums.
You can talk to him later.
Mr. Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for? Sorry, but I'm afraid the lab is off limits until Emmett's finished tuning the mental alignment meter.
But
no exceptions.
Can I go into the lab for a bit? I think I left something in there. He says he wants to give you an interview about his invention.
One of those tedious cars of the future? That can wait. I've got to keep Emmett focused on his invention.
He wants to give you the scoop about his thrilling escape from Kid Tannen.
That's yesterday's news. Our invention will be tomorrow's story.
He says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be tough, but I think I'll muddle through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
Don't I wish?
What are you looking at?
Your picture.
Why? Is something wrong?
It's fine, really.
Oh, that's a relief. You have no idea how long it took to find one in my mother's photo album that Edna approved of.
You look a little constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture.
No, it's fine.
Whew. I thought about what you said about my impacted expression and decided to look for a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Any luck finding a new picture?
Frankly, I haven't even had the time to look.
When this is all over, I better make sure to get Emmett's photo album back to him. Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks, pal.
Don't mention it.
Really?
Whoa! What was that? That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't. But this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside it is enough of my all-purpose cleanser to easily get me through the next 12 hours at the expo.
Clever. So after 12 hours, your cleanser just kinda turns into battery acid?
Battery acid? Don't be ridiculous. It merely turns into a brew of cloth-destroying enzymes capable of rotting away any fabric almost instantly. Battery acid, really? What is this? That's my travel kit. It's where I'm keeping all the random knickknacks I need for our presentation at the expo, so I won't forget them.
What's in the box? That's very, organized. No kidding.
It was Edna's idea.
It's Emmett's travel kit.
What?
Emmett, your jacket's got a little,
Oh, no worries. Oh, I'm not going to waste my portable supply until I'm out of the lab.
Don't you want to use the portable cleanser? I guess I'll have to wait until you're at the expo then. Let's try this again. Must have run out of cards.
Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from. I'll have to find a better one.
I'd swap Tannen's card with Emmett's, but it's got Tannen's name on it. I'll just have to generate a new mind map for Emmett. Nothing happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
This button only works while the mind map test is active.
Yes. No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
I don't want to clean his clothes. I want to get him messy or dissolved. If only this stuff was several hours older, I could use it to dissolve Emmett's suit.
Not anytime soon, I'm afraid. Due to an inherent instability in its molecular makeup, after 12 hours, the cleanser's component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air after it's applied. But it does mean that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
It's a picture of Edna. Since Emmett's got the hots for her, I guess she's supposed to provoke a positive response. Wait, I know that. That's John Wilkes Booth, the guy that shot Lincoln. So I guess he's supposed to be a negative figure. It's Danny Parker. He's a cop, so I guess he's supposed to get a positive response from model citizens. I don't know who that is, but he's clearly a Tannen, so I guess he's a negative figure. Hey, I remember that picture from Edna's apartment in 1986. It's a kid and a relative of Edna, so it's probably a positive figure. Trixie. I don't think Edna approves of her, so I guess she's a negative figure. I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be. Now all I have to do is convince Edna that Emma's a degenerate criminal who's stepping out on her. Now all I have to do is figure out how to get this mind-mapping machine to say that Emmett's a degenerate criminal, and everything will be set. Now all I have to do is set up Edna to think that Emmett's fooling around on her, and everything will be ready to go.
Well, that's about it.
It is?
Yep. As soon as I get all this stuff loaded into the truck, I'll be ready for the expo. Want to lend me a hand?
How about I go tell Edna you're coming? I'll, get her ready for you to pop the question.
Good thinking. Go on ahead. I'll meet you there.
I really hope this works. Once Emmett gets to the expo, I'll try to figure out how to get him to put his card in the mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob who cheats on his girlfriend. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett a slob. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett look like he's fooling around on Edna. Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map, and Emmett's own machine will do him in. I should put it in the mental alignment meter to find out. Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
Emmett?
Yeah?
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
So, you and Edna, how serious are you guys?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the weeks since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
Hey, what's with the new threads?
You like them?
You look like Colonel Sanders.
Who?
Never mind.
Edna gave them to me. She says my usual clothes don't have enough zing for a public exhibition.
What do you say we take a break for a couple of hours and go see a movie?
A couple of hours?
Actually, it may be more like 70 minutes.
I haven't got a couple of hours. I still got all these mind maps to sort, and the MAM's wiring is still giving me fits, and...
I get it, you're busy. You sure you don't want to take in a movie? I think you'll like it.
Strange as it may sound, I've got more pressing things to think about than going out to movies.
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes, it's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter?
Anyway, I started tinkering with an alternate method of propulsion, but that was before things started heating up with Edna. Our conversations about the possibilities of applying technology to social ills pushed my research in a whole new direction. The rocket propulsion system was far too unreliable, as that incident with Einstein proved. By the way, whatever happened to Einstein?
I thought you were working on some sort of rocket car. What's a mental alignment meter?
It's the most revolutionary piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Why would you want to probe people's minds?
Why wouldn't you? Imagine being able to diagnose mental disorders with a flick of a switch, or detect the truthfulness of courtroom testimony merely by connecting a witness to a small portable device.
Your machine does all that?
Not yet. Frankly, right now the whole thing's just a gussied-up potentiometer. But with years of refinements and a whole lot of investors, the MAM will be able to identify countless psychosis and neurosis, alcoholism, acrophobia, Oedipal complexes.
And
then we can set about curing them, of course.
Of course. How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind-mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe. When I turn on the mind-mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli, intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet. As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe, but to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout? Is that machine calling me a slacker? Uh-huh. Hey, is that?
No, your own physiological responses did. At least as far as my invention's concerned. Confidentially, this whole enterprise is a little light on the hard science and a little heavy on the smoke and mirrors.
Did you make a mind map of yourself?
Of course. Take a look.
Edna's right. You are a model citizen. Could you tell me how this mental alignment meter works again?
Of course. Now, pay attention. Subjects put on the mind mapping helmet, which I activate with this radio switch.
Check.
The subject is then exposed to a series of visual stimuli provoking positive, negative, or indifferent reactions that are recorded by the mind map printer.
Right.
Once a mind map is completed, it can be inserted into the mental alignment meter to pronounce judgment on the subject's mental state.
Okay, I think I got it.
What do you mean?
Are you sure Edna's the right woman for you? I'm still not so sure about Edna.
What do you mean? Controlling? Edna? No. She's just giving me a little much-needed guidance. Before I met her, I was such a flibberty-gibbet, always getting distracted by the slightest stray idea. But now, thanks to Edna, I stay focused on the task in front of me, like a narrowband stream of stimulated photon emissions. Focused!
Don't you think she's a little controlling? Isn't she a little cold?
Don't let the schoolmarm exterior fool you, buddy. Edna's got enough warmth to raise a liter of water from 0 to 100 degrees centigrade. Know what I mean?
I kind of wish I didn't. I don't know. I just think Edna might be a little dangerous. You have no idea.
Oh, I agree.
You do?
Like all independent women, she's a danger to the patriarchal status quo. That's one of the things I love about her. She shakes things up.
I just think you should be careful, that's all.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll be fine.
How are things between you and your father? I'm kind of surprised he hasn't torn down your lab yet.
He's still angry with me and threatening to cut me out of his will, but I'm hoping that the civic potential of my mental alignment meter will win him over. He doesn't approve. Yet. But he'll change his tune once he sees what a success she's made of me.
What does your father think of Edna anyway? I still don't think Edna's right for you. Me? No way.
Oh? And who is she right for? You? Relax. I'm just yanking your tibia.
You can't marry Edna.
Why not?
You're too young to get married.
Nonsense. Back in the old country, a man my age already have 2 kids and a farm. Besides, what's the use of waiting when you're in love?
There's someone better out there. Trust me.
I know you mean well, but look at me. I'm an awkward teenager with poor social skills and a predilection for prattling on about obscure scientific minutiae. Frankly, it's a miracle that one woman has found me desirable. It could be decades before another one comes along.
I just don't think Edna will make you happy in the long run.
Well, she makes me happy now, and that's what counts. And as for the future, well, the future isn't written yet.
You better hope it isn't. Let's just drop it.
Fine.
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
You get back to work. We'll catch up later.
Thanks.
I wish I knew. Anyway. Okay. Can't believe you invented all this in 2 months.
Well, like I said, there's not really a whole lot of inventing going on here. I just dressed up a $5 potentiometer with a lot of bells and whistles. Don't get me wrong, it does a remarkable job of telling whether a subject is currently liking or disliking what they're experiencing.
But
all the extra stuff about sorting out criminals from model citizens is mostly a bunch of hooey at this point. Hey, how'd my mind map test get activated?
Calvin Klein underwear? Really?
there. How do I look?
Little short for a stormtrooper, but it'll have to do. Come on!
Jennifer.
Oh, Martin.
Jen. 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 Jen, wow! Jen. Jen.
Martin? What are you doing? Those son of a...
What's going on here?
I have no idea, sir. I was minding my own business when all of a sudden a horrible noise started coming out of that camera.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah? Well, neither is this!
Oh!
No one scrambles my brain, you hear me? No one! I'm Jennifer Parker, rock and roller.
Jen?
Oh, yeah, right.
Jen!
No time for small talk, McFly. We need to get you disguised so we can walk out of here.
Okay, Jen, here's a little something I think you're gonna like. At least, I hope you still do.
Martin?
Hey, Doc, let's get ready to blow this joint.
What was that? You! What are you doing?
Get my friend out of here, you nutcase.
Ah!
Let's go, Your Honor.
What? I can't hear you!
You're welcome.
Ah!
You, God!
Who, me? I mean, me?
Yes, you. As you can see, that slacker of a technician is sleeping on the job again. Please be a dear and tend to the Citizen Plus control panel, will you?
Sure. Okay, Doc, I'm in. Now, how do I get you out of here without turning you into a vegetable?
What the?
Looks like the aroma tanks have clogged themselves again.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't noticed that. Come on, make yourself useful. I'm sorry about the delay, dear. This'd go a lot easier if you just gave up this madness about time machines and altering the past. You should concentrate on the future.
There is no future for us.
You won't think that in a few more hours.
Hey, let me out! There's nothing I need in there. It's empty. Someone's locked up all my stuff. I'll never get that combination on my own. Jen? I gotta get her attention. Hey, Jennifer! Hey, Jen! What are those windows made of? Jeez, Jen really did a number on that guy.